Did Bree finally give it to you when I told her to? Remember last night y'all was asking for the phone, and then I said I left it on the table. Tell Bree she must have never gave it to you. I don't know what's her problem. All right. So I was picking up something with the network, like picking up on like what high priestesses are. Usually they're an understudy or something of a person, or an extension of a person, like a man or something, a big man, like a pimp or somebody that studies something, an archaeologist. It's somebody that can do something like that for a person. It's an assistant or something, like kind of like how Esther was for Mordecai. Like, go get these scrolls, like this, or whatever, right? Um, then I was thinking about the Queen of Cups usually has a loving connection, the mother or a woman or a first love or a wife or a long time term boyfriend or girlfriend or something. And then you have your world card energy. That's God's, right? She don't have no filter. Ain't nobody pretty much probably paying her nothing to see, because they could have already went on. Somebody is still a world card energy, but it's like somebody's trying to play God over this energy, but it's something is ending with this. Could be a King of Swords, but the Empress don't belong to nobody on earth. Her mama and her daddy can't even tell her what to do. She only listen to God. You could support this person, but what I was thinking about it is that the network system for man, the angels, the Anunnaki, the fowl of the air, the beast of the field, right? Both beasts of the field, the lions and the Taurus, the Leo and the Taurus, or the lions and the chattel, all right, or the cattle, the people that's on the farm, right? So when she speak, they can say ADD all they want because they don't know. They know what the world card is, but you're gonna try to play stupid because most people ain't. It's probably only one at a time. Could be something that this is like the Empress's safe space. Like she go crawl in her crib, right? Or like the Temperance Angel is when she's out and about flying around earth and air, and this is when she's in her bed in her crib or whatever, right? This could be the Empress get hurt, she go into this energy as well. But she's gonna be able to drop her messaging is gonna be different. It's gonna be dropping a whole bunch of stuff for a lot of different sectors here. There's the leaves here. So if something is happening to this person and these people are not reporting it properly, then these people get burned. It's like they used to do wreath burning ceremonies to get rid of these if they turn to witches or they try to say which way something could go, right? Did they get burned? Okay. The water or the fluid is what keeps it. It's like this is a network. So who's the boss of the network? Even though she can't do nothing, somebody would call this person lazy probably. She's not really doing nothing. She's just there, right? Maybe until she reaches this is also my baby Jesus card, but this is somebody trapped in the baby Jesus energy all their life, damn near. Or, after she comes out of this energy, you know, maybe this could be like something, but she don't it's like she hears everything she see, everything she take in, everything she is, everything she breathes. It kind of goes both ways. When they say people make the world go round, I don't think that's true. If that's what people were supposed to do, they didn't do a good job and they should be fired, right? But it's really everything. You are everything and everything is you. Everything she takes in, sees, smell, taste, everything, it forms her. That's why it's like the soul. This is like the soul of America or the soul of the world or the soul of something, right? I call it the apple of God's eye. It could mean these things throughout the readings, guys. something told me to go do a breakdown on each of the cards, but I don't feel like doing that. So I try to just give the basics, right? So they might try to say, oh, you borderline personality, you this, or why don't you just fly? High priestesses might be able to, that's why you got high, right? But this is the most high, right? But high priestesses can go high and they could trail a story for days and days in a row or something like this, especially if they're getting paid for it. Or if it's under the whoever their understudy, whoever their over person is, their mentor or something like this. So somebody could be trying to bring somebody down to a mentor level, but an empress gonna be an empress anyways. And when it's time for her to be the empress and take charge, it's too late. You can't try to stall this person. You can't try to put them through no tests. Talking about graduated. Somebody should have graduated a long time ago. Cannot, you're not the boss of this person. This is what somebody's doing, trying to cover their tracks, or that these people chose whatever ring they work for, right? This is like the ring of God, but I feel like there could be another girl, a mistress of an emperor or an empress, or this was a mistress that tried to take over. Okay, say I'm born an emperor, but I'm a girl. I have the same power as the emperor. The emperor is a commander. The emperor is the commander, right? The empress is like the heart of something, or it's like God's mouthpiece or a heralder of messages and information from a higher standpoint. But the emperor makes commands. So this is like my boyfriend or my spouse would have been maybe my empress, or he would have been one of my mistresses or one of my concubines. These motherfuckers tried to block out this person's mental, right? The other element here is these two wands right here. So these two people might be able to commune or mess around with this person in the ethers. If these are two men, right? And then you have the goldfish that's usually sitting right here on her, like Jiminy Cricket, like telling her information, because this is water usually that she's sitting in, right? So this is very important for this person to be whispering the right things in this person's ear. It could go bad, don't have to, okay? It could be good or bad, right? But this person is supposed to be able to control. So the network is different elements coming in from all different places, forming something. Now, just say that this is the powerhouse right here. This is the battery that charges the whole thing. Somebody want this to be in suffragage and broke and naked forever. It's like, no, these people don't eat until this person eat. But they made it so they blocked this person, did something to their brain or their eyes or their ears or something, and they all ate and they eating and eating. And I feel like whatever this is, somebody is like, they gave a bunch of money hungry people that got the vision of money in their mind or in their eyes. They don't really know how to control business. These could be your parents, aunties and uncles that was around you. They was conducting the protection of this person. They was never supposed to rise up to control the money because somebody wanted your team or your network to be broke. So they put people that, oh, she had a job all her life. You never had a job, but she don't know how to do this. I was formed all my life to do this, to control this, right? Without getting greedy, without getting stingy, without trying to rob people, without doing that. But they gave it to money hungry people that will only care about the money, not the elements or whatever this is. It also could be the four corners here. And now something is dwindling down. This person have no ideas of what's going on with the finances, no idea that's going on with the structure, but this is the fuel. They could be even trying to change it where, oh, we want something that looks better than this, look like this naked. But that's not the power. These are people that's looking at something on the surface level. And this is why something is not working. So they could have put the money in the hands of some other people, but this is some shit you're going to go to jail for. Because whoever this energy is in the upright. All right? It is in the upright. Now everybody's trying to flee. Everybody's trying to move in another direction or do something like this. Playing like they're God. And they about to sit their ass down. They'll be looking real stupid in a minute. Trying to look real stupid in a minute. because they will not be getting a victory over this person. Something is coming to an end, and they're like, oh man. But these are people also, they may be only dealing with this person in the sleep realm where they can control the conversation, both sides, where they can lie about the communication. This could be why people keep saying, oh, you having a mood swing. It's like drugging somebody, putting them to sleep and trying to get them to give you some kind of answer. And when they wake up and they hear the same question that might have been whispered to them in their sleep, they're like, hell no. And if somebody said, well, you just said, yeah, in your sleep. Well, bitch, talk to me in real life. You breaking all kind of codes and everything, trying to manipulate the situation. Yeah. So these could be like infidel energies trying to do something here. Trying to hold more weight or power than they're supposed to. They could be also killing off good parts of the body. It's something about like people with mental illness or brain damage, okay? These people could be like limiting the attributes or the speech of these individuals so they can use the brain power. Is very strong. Think about it. If you a very intelligent person and somebody give you like a brain problem or amnesia or something like this, your brain is still packed with so much nutritional things that like the brain could just be trapped. The mouth is not go, or a person with a speech impediment. The brain is very powerful in that person. Most people disregard these people as if, oh, they're dumb or they're retarded or they don't have nothing. But it's this could be also why some of these people might act out a lot or something like this, because it's something that they can't form the words or they can't formulate or they cannot. You understand? To explain, right? Same thing about railroading a person. All these people was connected to this network. They benefited off of it. But they gave an impediment mentally, possibly from this person, or they just basically beheaded this person and was just dealing with the body. So this is like somebody that want to steal somebody's body, right? Most of these people already, sold their whole self out, so they already might be a little bit lower than the rest. They lower than the Empress, or they're lower than this energy. So why the hell would somebody put that kind of person in over this person? It's just not even, it's not even feasible. It don't make no sense. Okay, kind of don't even make no sense, because if somebody is supposed to be prophesying and things like this, who are these people? Why are you trying to give somebody something so they can't know what's going on around them? And like this could be something that's very well known amongst a certain industry or sector, but people may not believe. If you still intelligent or you can still articulate a little bit, or they're wondering why you haven't drowned yet, that's God. But somebody knows what somebody's doing here. Say this is about like the music industry. A person would know what it feel like if they made records over and over again and somebody else got to get on the stage and perform it, get the acknowledgement. They got the, hold on, let me see this.
Yeah.
Let me see. They got to get the awards for this and everything like this, and the person just ain't nobody no fucking ghostwriter. You understand? Like the people that's doing this should be ashamed of themselves, because they know how it feels. You see, you ever heard them little battles and stuff? Like, no, first it was me and such in the studio, and we was about to do that song, and then I heard it playing over here, and such about to do that song. They know what this feel like. So why would somebody go and do this at somebody's every aspect of their life? The simplest things like raising children or something like this. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. It's about to be an ending for these people. And I feel like they were already told to let something go. Somebody could be definitely getting enlightened about whatever this system is. It's wrong on like so many levels. These could be prideful people. Okay. That's doing this. They know what it's like about their money. They know what it's about. So you wouldn't even think that people in this particular industry would play a fucking game like this and then got the nerves to say, oh, the record labels be ripping us off. And you're doing this to the Son of God? Or you're doing this to a real natural, like an element that actually has a part in something of this whole network, like that don't even make no sense. Makes none whatsoever. So all of these things, like say the real empress, me. I'm the real empress. I'm the real emperor. But the lack of knowledge is why I'm going through a problem, at why I don't have money in my pocket, while nothing's growing. Not while I've had children and now I can't even prove that I had children, while I had a marriage and I won't even be able to prove that I have a marriage, while I have an identity, maybe even a hidden identity, and I won't be able to prove any of that because of these people in this network. Right? So that they can have another chance at life. Oh, good thing we have the blood of Christ so we can survive. So, like I told y'all, even if they was making clones or something of me, you, or whoever this is, they were using them to do the dirty work. The most innocent or the most pure energy to do the dirty work for something to go down and be in jail. Things like, and that could be another reason why the world card energy might be drained, or it may be why they may be stagnant or something like this, because so many people are feeding off of the energy here. We got the devil's daughter in reverse. There's a tower coming. Like your friends and family, they could be also bots or cyborgs, but they were fully they were already fully functional in the network. This is like the queen bee, the world card energy. So why would that person not be functional? And it's seeming like it could be this Taurus Hierophant. It seemed like it could be this best friend and his boyfriend. Now, again, say that your father back in the 90s was, or one of your feathers that you share DNA with, they were a dictator or a very powerful man, like a Saddam Hussein or something, right? I'm hearing be a cook in the kitchen. It's something about cooks and chefs and who's cooking stuff or cooking up schemes, cooking plans, cooking. Something to do with cooking mama. Some about kitchens here. Something about cooking with this fire here. Somebody like, be careful of those who could kill the something and the soul. So somebody could still be walking this earth and not be all the way there. Okay. Or had a so-called famous death, but they're not really dead, you know. But say whoever this dictator is created, maybe these people didn't know in the future that you was going to be the tower, or that I was going to be the tower. Created who's going to be around this person the most, the best friend and the boyfriend. Okay, I got to make them amplified as protectors, right? But these people say they're bots or something like this, and then they start getting intelligence, the same type of higher level intelligence, because you're supposed to be living your life not worried about nothing, not knowing that your father is a dictator or a president or whatever this is. This would be people that's left in a lower grade thing, like in middle class, when other people have moved over, or they went through some type of transformation, or they went through something, a soft death or something, and they crossed over, or they're other side of the screen, like Carolyn was stuck in there with the bad man, almost like John Benet Ramsey was supposed to be with the two bad men, right? And then everybody else was on the other side trying to pull her back through, right? Well, maybe they don't want the person to come through because they're ashamed. But these two people could have got haughty or prideful about something, about the fact that they are trained to be assassins or cyber assassins or whatever. They could have been trained with higher level quality intel. And you was just free in unencumbered intel, right? As the world card energy. You just think that the world just works this way or whatever, especially around you. You don't really have that many problems with anybody, run-ins with police. You know, might have been in a couple fights or arguments, but nothing too crazy. Like you haven't been through anything too crazy on this side, right? But in the underworld, they could be pimping you out, killing you, abusing you. You could be in an abusive relationship, shit like this, right? Excuse me. But your reality, that's not true. So somebody could say, look at all this bad stuff, this person. But no, in reality, this person had a pretty decent, pure life. Like none of this stuff touched this person in my reality that I'm sitting here talking to you. I don't know who else looked like me, right? A lot of tarot readers hide their face. I don't know who else, whatever this is and whatever their story is, but mine was not that. So that would lead more to the fact of who is the world card energy, that person. But this is a be people trying to use technology to create cyber attacks or mental attacks or electronic stuff or microwave technology to mess with your brain or something like this. They could be doing stuff like that to create alternative realities or something like this around a person. So say these people grew up with you, but then behind the scenes they started taking some of this money and investing in another company with the technology that that person died. The father that made these people died, left me with something. They split this, turned it into a whole nother company, raised it over my head like I'm one of their pet dogs or a pet animal that they can use for whatever else. You get what I'm saying? And then we know exactly who these people are, though. We know where to start with one of their aliases, Elise, right? I said Elise. Somebody's name could be Elise, but I meant at least to tear it right the fuck up out of the sky where they thought they was going. It's something like this. Like, it's not hidden. You get what I'm saying? Or it's gonna hit people that they really, really, really care about. Something like that. So it's something, yeah, something gonna be like a magic, because they listen to somebody here. They could have got tricked by, so there could be some of these greens could be older models that was watching over me or you when you were younger, right? This is another sector where you lived in another area. This is another sector. So this person could have got eaten alive. These two could have got eaten alive by these particular people that was earlier on in the situation here. So although you may not be listed, even if these are the greens, what I'm thinking about on my thing in the greens or where we used to live at, if it has something to do with the area, oh, excuse me, they can't probably necessarily call me one because I would have been replaced or relocated, right, when the block was getting hot. Possibly. But it is something that started that whole narrative there. You get what I'm saying? I activated something there before I went north. Let's say that. 3 of Coins energy. Whatever these people are planning on doing, it's about to get halted. It's about to get blocked. A lot of these people are just obsessed. Like they've seen how powerful somebody was. It's like, oh, Lucifer, how have you fallen? But they know the person didn't fall. These people are just creating new technology or new intel to shuffle or like do something. That's why something has to be exploded from the inside here. Something is getting blocked by God. Now, the earlier parts of this could have been the family, the bloodline here. All right. Magician energy with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So maybe this is also even talking about this friend, me being the tower or the tower. Like, remember how I used to say the tower empress, the tower queen of wands, whatever you want to call it. The tower world card, the tower something. I'm bringing the motherfucking tower. It's like God, Jesus coming with the sword. Okay. So this person could have been in reverse back here, like in high school days. But then we got somebody trying to explain something here. Some type of manipulation or something happened here to make this person lose some money. What? And whatever they scheming or something, I don't know what. Maybe they scheming to do it to the tower, but they can't. That's where the line is drawn here with this book God energy or this blocked energy here. Well, this could be also the Most High. So somebody else, it's like whoever in the bloodline that can stop this person, that people can see no wrong been done. But I feel like with this red here, with this bricks, excuse me, somebody could have opened up something they wasn't supposed to. Like between somebody's legs. Let people get access to. Remember we seen the bricks on that Hierophant earlier? Okay. Somebody could have opened up something here. Okay. So it'd be like these greens, whatever technology or whatever they're using. Okay. Even if these are like weed smokers, whatever this is. Maybe these two people stop doing something. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know what this is. They was able to go into it. Could be the jealousy of not being. Say I left here when I was like 11 years old, something like this, middle schoolish. I moved here. With these people could have been mad that they had to stay behind and they didn't get to spend that high school time, but they was always in the background manipulating shit, doing funny shit, doing weird stuff, or not weird stuff. I don't know. They had their things that they had to do. They was always jealous of this best friend and his boyfriend that I loved so much through high school and everything like this. You get what I'm saying? So they came up with something to overturn these people here. It's something to try to get the power back with the Greens, but we just keep saying can't get it back. Like even if this was a father and they mind controlled this father, like a Vasiri energy to be around these people and have babies with them, the person must have did something wrong. I just think they was not supposed to, or they was not supposed to let that interfere with the child that was the tower, or the child that was left behind, or the child that would have to be questioning, being left alone in the world at some point, questioning like, what am I? What is this? What something? Like what the heck is going on or something, right? Because it's almost like some two-faced. It's almost like there's some two-faced energy here too, because somebody wants to protect this plan here, but it's to keep a King of Pentacles or masculine energy here from having pentacles, and some soft girl energy that could be really a masculine, but they're able to be in a soft era right now. You could tell this is a feminine masculine here. I don't know how to tell you. Somebody that could be eccentric or androgynous, like a prince energy. Somebody's androgynous. The androgyny is a little bit different to me. This is people that like men that can wear tight pants with prince shirts with the fluffy stuff on here. Maybe wear eyeliner, little foundation. Got their hair done like with curling irons and shit like this. They might be thin. Good dancers, guitarists, rock stars like that, like rock star kind of image. That's androgyny to me. Real tight pants, leather pants, pretty shirts and shit. That's like an androgynous person here. So I don't know. There could be some wands from a bloodline that's trying to protect this. This could be what I'm getting like a bull grazing in the grass, right? Could be of this black bloodline here. Right? This is where they go stomping around to the whorehouses or dipping their wands into is these green energies. This could be, you ever been, we'll say smoke a blunt or something and then have sex. It's different a little bit. I don't know anything about any other drug, or any other thing, because I don't call regular marijuana a drug or cannabis, but it's a little bit different. Or just have a couple drinks or whatever and then end up being intimate. It's different. So these girls could give a different type of energy. These could also be like girls that's like rough riders, project girls, because I was just even hearing what was it, EVE, somewhere else you're gonna be with me, all right, but up in the bed. Gangsta. Oh, DMX, okay. This could be this love is blind energy here, or this like I tell you somebody's name could be Evie or something like this, Evelyn. I keep on hearing Eric, whatever this is. Somebody's name is something like this. It starts with an E here. So it making me think about Evie. I think we had a realtor when we was still in Illinois looking for a house in Illinois before we crossed over the border. We had it was a lady that lived over there by the airport, and her name was Evie. And I don't know, it was something strange. If I think back, it was something maybe kind of a little bit witchy about her. If I think back at that realtor, somebody's name is like, this could also be taking me back at the beginning of something, the first time you signed a record deal, the first time, it's like a prominent, the first time y'all got a realtor to go look for a house. And I don't know why I'm even thinking back to like around that time. I remember my play sister was looking for an apartment too. And then we was telling her, oh, we went through this process or something. You could go here. I don't know why I'm thinking about her boyfriend at that time. which later became her husband, but the Valentine boy. It's something that, because she was like, oh, it's like this and that. I just remember it was problems in paradise, and are we gonna live together or not? Like, I don't know. There's something. Must have been something weird going on that I could not see back then, because I never had these memories in a long time, and it just flooded in. Like, I don't really like to dabble in other people's whatever, but something could be very. This could be somebody that passed away. Their real soul body passed away back then, and they want somebody to know what happened to them. Don't know. Okay. This could be this like Sophia energy and somebody else. And these people were using the vassals of somebody else and somebody else to be close. It's something like this, y'all. I don't know how I'm just trying to explain that. Because I feel like the Sophia energy been jumping. This could be a skinwalker. Could have even jumped in one of my twins within the past 4 years for whatever reason. I don't think they stay forever or stay that long, but it's just like demeanor, how she was carrying herself, how she was carrying herself in her car, her jobs, the way she was dressed. It just started reminding me of the Play Sister. I'm thinking, why the hell is this energy coming in so strong? Right? And at that time, the one of the twin I'm talking about, she was working at a place where she ended up running into the Play Sister's son. And they both was working there, and they became like cool with each other. They had, I mean, because our kids had been around each other growing up and stuff like this. That's how close we were, right? But they were shocked to say, "Ain't you such and such a son? Ain't you this?" And then they kind of became quick friends, right? You know, going to the dog park with their dogs and stuff like this. You know, things like this. And but I was like, damn, well, could that be this person trying? Because that's what I'm saying. Me and these people was close as hell. So we had to look at the bigger picture, because the outer rings could have been fucking with us when we was younger. Then they got close enough to them, and then these people got, and then they got close, and they was around me. And then something happened to these people. It's just something that happened like this. I don't know. And somebody's like, oh, you used to be my sweetest song or whatever. Like, you shouldn't have been, whoever this is, they shouldn't have been thinking about that with me or whatever like this. And whoever this is, nobody want to hear that shit, because I'm above you in something. And this is somebody that's trying to want to stay above. Like they're the head of this company or whatever this is. Somebody could be being sneaky. That's why they're getting blocked. This 1010 energy. But money on their mind, but everybody's not. You know, I don't know these people. You see what I'm saying? What do you got to do with me, old Tyree? For all I know, these people could have been moving through individuals trying to get close enough for me to awaken or to stop me from awakening. I don't know, but I'm just looking at something different here right now. All right. I'm just hearing a lot about like information being ran. That's all. I'm just getting somebody running information, or like, oh, we can't do it because the person got this on their credit. I'm tired of this. We can't move forward because this stuff. You know, I'm thinking about going my separate way. So I don't know. Like, out of all of us, who we could have been being spied on by our boyfriends the whole time. Right? What's disturbing me is the time jumping between my first child. You understand? 7 of Swords. Somebody's being sneaky here. Someone's like, somebody put magic on this person, and the thing is about who's going to have access or power over something that is not supposed to have power over it. That's not what these people were put on to do. Right? All right? I just heard paint my nails. So we had nails in reverse in the car with that one deck. The guy with the hammer about to slam the hammer down on those 7 nails, the seven of wands, I think, in that book. I mean, in that cards. It was in reverse. So somebody could have been about to, slam down something. And again, it's very important that the enemy is not still having access to my intel. You understand? These people could have even got moved into witness protection. But it's like, if the person don't know that they need to be protected, or they are this and that, it's dangerous for me to even come online and speak of the things that I'm speaking up on here, not just thinking that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, but in all actuality, this is very fucking dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, I don't know. I mean, I guess some people just wanted somebody to take themselves out by being, again, that strength card. You was beheaded, but how the hell you still knowing what's going on a little bit? Or you was hit in the head, or you have amnesia. How you know something? Somebody could be setting up something for people to go in somewhere, and then with this green and green energy, and then they're going to end up going to jail here. Like bait and trap. Like bait and trap, straight up. It's because be how they got somebody's spouse, this King of Pentacles, that was somebody's normally good with money, but they're not. They're not in a situation, might be around these women, giving money to women. I don't know. Or men, or whatever this is here. Okay? Say it's a person that's like, a bitch can't get a dollar out of me. This could have something to do with your ranking, or somebody misquoted something, or they thought that they read your chart and your birthrights, and they thought that they knew who you were. You was a dog race or something, a servant race, and really you a fucking lion, and they a dog. Or it's something somebody found out. Somebody was treating you like this all this time. Come to find out, this bitch a lion though, a real one. So it's something like something like that. I wouldn't have had to do no stealing, because somebody, think about this, a woman led somebody through this, to go through all this trouble to get their hands covered with crime. If I go down, you go down, or I'm gonna figure out a way to get out, and your ass is just gonna go down out of jealousy, right? But what am I trying to say? What the lie was, when these people approached, this person didn't know that they had the Empress already. They would have just had to have the intel that they have and match it up with the Empress and go and collect this shit, not even with no attention. And people wouldn't even been, it just, I don't know. So I don't know how somebody got fooled here. This would let me know that like a building or a place was taken over and somebody didn't relay something properly. Because, whoops, why would you do that? You could have just said, hey, guess what just happened for us? I just found out that this about you through my family or whatever. They was talking some shit. Let's go get this. But somebody got the person to do all the criming to maybe for they could get it. But the person was actually with the real individual. I mean, this is crazy a little bit. Whatever this is, I don't know. We also got another forever young energy here. This knight, this knave of wands here. Seven of swords. Something that's really still hidden about this person's agenda or motive here. This could be 2 times that this happened. First time somebody could have came up to this person. They was a hierophant. Okay? They was just a hierophant, a priestlyhood of Jesus or Christ or mine or whatever this is. But they had done something bogus here. This person come give them, like the big city person come in, the snake oil salesman, to give a proposition. This person was already in reverse or something. Or these could be the flowers. The people that caught somebody doing something inappropriate here. Something like this. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe somebody didn't do something inappropriate that they getting blamed for years later. I don't know. The way that this is looking, it was like could be in a setup. But it don't matter. This could be like somebody stepped down. We got this footage. And you don't even want to argue about it because it's something so gruesome. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But and then this, like I said, the second time manipulation again. The second time manipulation again. Okay. This time with like a warlock or something like this. This could be somebody from their team that manipulated this person to, what did I tell you? This could be the, excuse me, through this karma energy, this karma bites energy. This could be mommy Wata energies mixed with the magician to get somebody to find a man that's kind of seemingly taking care of his family, right? Oh, he do like that for a bitch? Oh, is she able to do this and that? Okay, we're going to use this person to feed all our people or something like this. Somebody manipulate this person to give this is, I told you, this is somebody that's usually responsible with their money and working with this Diablo's daughter or whatever this is and all this, whatever this is. I don't know. Even in that past 4 years, somebody could have spent. They could have been getting this money stolen from them by these workers of iniquity here or something like this. It doesn't mean that this person was giving it out. It's like, oh, you was just going to be hanging over here making money, learning the ways or something. You was going to go back to that person. I don't know. Something like this, y'all. Mm-hmm. And then we got this Knave of Wands, something. Everything these people is touching is turning to crap. And I don't know. Some people ready to retire or come up out the game, so they don't really care. This could be a younger feminine here, too. Or a feminine energy with this kind of like heart-shaped face here. Somebody could be about to be going to jail. And a person could be getting reenacted here. Or something here. But I feel like it's not a good idea. I'm telling you. This is like making it too big in football or basketball or in the rap game. And then coming back and dating a girl from the projects you grew up in. It just ain't the smartest thing to do. I don't know. I mean, it ain't even about being bougie. It's about business. It's like it's business or something like this. Okay. But somebody could have done that. And they could have been feeding all these people money. Like, this could be your money, my money, their money. I don't know. Somebody was shoveling it out. And I know somebody could also be trying to reinstate somebody for something so that they could get in trouble here. Because there's still hidden motives here. Like, say when you was little, you and your friend was fine as hell. Secretly, your friend could have had an affair with your boyfriend or something like this. She could have got turned to a vampire. You couldn't you could be a son of God. You didn't get turned into a vampire. So you went this way with your life or whatever. And if this person was already a vampire, maybe this is like the little sweetheart or something of theirs. The person could be walking around with this child right now acting like that's their daughter, but it's really a girl that they turned to a vampire 20 fucking years ago. You get what I'm saying? Because for some reason, I don't know if it's better than her, better than you. So now this girl, like stuck at the age of 15, you 45 years old, and somebody got this person playing around in somebody's energy or something. Like, I don't know. It could be that maybe the person did get a hold of a younger version of you, and he had both of them. I don't know. And maybe one is dead. Maybe the forever young version of me is dead in this masculine, because that would have been maybe a true love story at one point in time. This made these people sick, I think. Somebody could have tried to reenact or bring this person back. Okay? They could have tried to restore this person or give them a chance. Somebody like, oh, it's my turn now or something. And this was not the best thing to do. It was not a good idea to give this person an opportunity or something that was supposed to go to another person here. Yeah, somebody's just not. Like, you can know how to formulate money and shit with your eyes closed, not even knowing you're a part of something. Now, if you could live your life and be happy and be curious and and wander around and things like this, that is also how something somebody got something all wrong. That's how I know these people is dead on the inside. That's how I know they is. Like somebody can sustain that lifestyle and be the nurturer or the something, the living waters for some. But at some point in time, that person have to be. So somebody could have thought, well, let's just leave this here dead and whatever. Let's not even put nothing back into it. Let's get something else. It's not working. It's just not. So somebody's playing or trying to act like they're doing. It's not working. There's too many sectors in this. I could feel it on my skin, like I'm the ground that everybody is walking on. I don't have to read no damn newspaper. I know something is terribly wrong on so many different levels because of some kind of selfishness or some type of goofy. I don't know what this is, but it's like, nah, y'all gotta go. We got 88. It keep coming out here too. Like, nah. Like, this is people that was having a lot of money, but you don't know how to work the middle. You don't know how to work whatever this is. Somebody else was plugged in to do it with their eyes closed. It's something like this, man. It's like if you go to, like, I heard I never been to England before, but if you go there, the sockets is different. So you got to get some kind of transmuter, to just plug your regular phone and stuff up over there. You see? It's just not gonna work. You could try to plug your regular plugs up in there. I think I did that too at IKEA one time. I was buying a socket, but it was some wonky, funky socket. I thought it was just a regular socket, and I got it home. I'm like, what place is this for? This is not no socket for America or whatever. So I couldn't even use the cord or whatever. Or I bought some old machine from a garage sale or something, and the socket was not even. I'm like about to use the thing, and the damn socket it just wasn't nowhere near what our socket looked like, right? So I don't know what this is here. There's a child out here, or this is somebody that was connected to somebody as a child. This is somebody that remembers the connection that y'all had, or strength of some kind of connection back in the day. This is a star seed that got away or something. Somebody could be mad, man. Right? Say these children grew up with a man thinking like, oh, your mom was a whore, she didn't want you. And then they find out there's a group of men that was stealing a woman's eggs and producing children and raising them in a harsh life on purpose to build them into some kind of machines, and then had them hating and stabbing this woman or man. It could be whatever, mother or father or whatever. This mother or father, or having this mother and father like, those ain't my kid, and it's like, why are you denying? And it's like, you didn't know that these was populated off of you. I don't know. Emperor in reverse. Somebody could have found out something the hard way. Now somebody's getting mad. It's like the Ice Queen, the Huntsman with Charlize Theron, the one nice girl, and then Charlize Theron was like, "Oh, we got to push this full throttle," and then she got real mad and threw up that ice storm or whatever. Stop messing with these people. So even if this is this wonder wall energy, somebody that's blocking me and somebody from being together, that had to go through the trenches together with whatever this is, or even if this is there's a barrier or something here. In a Huntsman, you would have felt a little bit bad for those people when she started just slashing and slashing and slashing. But what if you knew the truth about what those men represented? When she was like, there's nothing left, there's no more. And then the girl was like, enough. And she used all her energy to do, and then guess what happened? She had to stab that bitch in the chest, because I'm sorry, because something it's just the person that's in that energy is the one that got to take it from him. There is no more Mr. Nice Guy or something like this. Yeah, fine, please. Go on, you're not getting it. So what? Go find that Apple phone. Or ask Bree.
Yeah,
for it.
Apple phone.
I came that you have both. Out.
No, he's busy.
It'd be like checking out books at the library. She want this phone, but I have now my real phone that I'm recording on right now. My Fire Stick remote control just disappeared off of there. So I need this phone when I get finished so I can use it as my remote control. But it's like, if they could bring me my Apple phone back, I could plug that one in, then she could have this one. It's like checking out a book in a damn library. Because I can't have both of my extra phones out for other reasons too. But anyways. So somebody's getting enlightened here about something. There could be an emperor in reverse. Somebody could be lovers or friends or... I don't know. Somebody could be in trouble. This is giving me like somebody want to let out something, unleash something, but they can't. This could be somebody like going trying to release a dragon or something, but they can't. It's still, the person is still, yeah, they was not able to. It's, the dragon is still stuck. Like when Tyrion let those dragons, somebody was not able to let the dragon out. For whatever reason, somebody could be also shocked. Like something weird is going on, y'all, here. I don't know. Empress in reverse with the 6 of Wands in reverse. That's what I'm saying. Something is in shock. Somebody wondered, like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? Because the Emperor in reverse, with this attack or something like this, or going trying to feed over here, somebody could have even got sick. Girl, I don't know. Not, or something happened to them. Now they want to, or they got beat up or something. Now they want to let the dragon out, but they can't. They can't let the dragon out, and then they can't even put the Empress in reverse. So this is something where somebody was like, oh, I'm the biggest, mightiest alpha. And you said, nigga, I reject you as an alpha. And then something happened like, you know, no, you can't be. You know, it's something like that. Like, who you think you, oh, no, you can't be. Something like this, y'all. I don't know. This is like, you know. Maybe I'll like this is some old Harry Potter type shit or something. I don't know. Because I didn't watch that whole thing. I only watched like one Harry Potter movie or two. Okay? So the power is still, even if the Empress is in reverse, something is still happening. If somebody is looking like, what? Okay? This could also be somebody that try to band or bind themselves to another person, pulling off these stunts. Also, we're getting idol, or I don't know if this is... Oh, Simon Says. Or is somebody talking about somebody's an idol worship? Like, say my masculine is the reason why I have a deep connection with a star. Because he ate my star. Or because he was amongst the stars. And this is why... But it's like, I'm gonna own all 3 parts of that motherfucker. What you talking about? You know, and it's like these people thought they had a future knowing or something. God must have had one. Because I could swear it's a masculine energy that is built for this. They don't want to believe me. He don't want to believe me. Something like this. But I also feel like somebody could have found out. They could have seen my attraction for this person. Because I think it's not even, may not be a person. It might be more cyborg than person. And they could have got to this person first and made him a competitor against me. That's the only thing I'm wondering. If they did that. Or they're trying to replace me with him. Whatever I was doing with my eyes closed, they're trying to upgrade him and make him a stronger version of what I was. You get what I'm saying? Again, leaving me in a vulnerable situation without no growth, no finances, no movement. With these 3 houses, so that's why I wonder, because I seen that Nisi card next to my father-in-law coupled within the past 2 weeks. All right. But then now we're seeing that somebody could be in Florida with 3 homes. But what is Florida? Yeah. What is Florida? And some people are like doing something here. I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, whatever this is somebody else got other rankings underneath them. This wasn't just a world card energy. This is the Empress energy. This is something. This is an almighty energy, the Empress. That's why even in the reverse, somebody can still do something here. Right? Now, we don't know if this person is binded, because these people say, let me jump in her energy and can handle this real quick. But we don't know if this person is going in eliminating some people that we need to tell the truth because they got scared. We don't know. Because there's many people, some of these people think that they're the only ones. And they're not. That's what I'm trying to tell them. What somebody tricked them and say like you the only one that can do this thing or whatever like that, but this is not true. There's other people too. So a lot of people take offense. The ones that are working out of righteousness, they might take offense, but I could feel somebody else that wasn't supposed to have that, but somebody gave that, somebody extended that position out to them, right? And that person is doing something too. I'm not the one to sit there and break down. I'm just the one that get the feed and give it out like that, right? So I don't know, but there could be judgment here because somebody tried to end the queen or something like this, and they're not going to be able to do it. These could be. Remember, we was hearing about Manasseh, Joshua, and Joseph, and they was telling Joshua like, "Why we getting these crumbs at this X, Y, and Z?" This could be somebody even in a situation where like, wait, you found out that this dad ain't even your dad. So if this is connected to that side of the family, why are you the one with? But see, the Joshuas could have a new higher intel, especially Puerto Ricans. They're doing something different with the Puerto Rican race. They're doing something higher with intel. If people is Puerto Rican, I just it's not to attack them. I don't know if it's good or bad. I'm just saying they're doing something different with the lamb energy here, possibly. That's you have to look at their crest and read that crest if you know how to. Okay. And again, think about that. They are maybe out of even we think about Mexicans or any other Latinos here in America, they are the smaller populace. Or I kept on hearing Cuban links last night. Cubans, there could be something too about them shutting down traffic coming from the United States to Cuba and then opening it back up. Something, you know what I'm saying? There's Cubana energy here too. Like that are kind of you would think that as a small, right? I know that there's not many, but I'm going to populate you. You see? Okay. And then you think, okay, what they say, oh, Puerto Ricans is African and Latino or something, but this could also look at how many people could be so-called African American or African, and then even be with a Caucasian woman or a Latino woman, and then now they have these mixed children that you really can't tell. If they're Puerto Rican, you can't tell. If they're Arabic, you can't tell. You really can't tell, right? So there could be a new breed or a new race being produced here. All right. And something is an injustice is coming to an end. It could be something, again, about their genetics, something about their home base, something about the type of magic and the things that they work, cook, drink, feed off of, things like this. You could see, I'm thinking over times you could see certain things conjure up from people. You know, they be watching us. It almost like an eye in the sky is almost like those old nature shows from the 80s. All right. When we used to see them go over to Africa, you know, and be peeking through the bushes, and they say, see the mother, how she carries all the youngs in that basket on her back, and the baby is just drinking right from the breast, right there on the sling while she's walking and working in the field, and they be sitting there looking through the bushes with the camera and shit, like animal, like how they do on Animal Planet now. You know what I'm saying? It would look ridiculous to be doing that today in rural areas or uncontacted people. Okay, so you know, there's something where when you're looking at animals, the Nature Channel, if you just sit there and watch like lions and how they move around for 3 hours straight, at some point in time, your mind is going to show you something about people could be being looked at like they really talking about. You see, I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I don't. But they're gonna have to give all this shit back. I don't know if somebody was taking some stuff from the north to the south. Okay, but something like this, whatever this is supposed to feel like there's not a victory. It's supposed to feel like there's not a victory here. Also, you could be dearly departed from a person here. But you have to. Possibly. All right, I'm gonna just keep it like that. I don't know if somebody's getting like feeling some kind of way. Got that Queen of Cups and that Queen of Swords in reverse. It's something about
Shall we go?
maybe this person communicates with you like in the sleep realm or something, and you could communicate. What is that? Come on, leave me alone, both of y'all. Why don't you?
Put it at Dean.
Leave me
Put it at
alone.
Dean neck.
No.
Hurt Dean.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hit Dean.
Watch out.
Punch. Smack.
No, don't do that.
Bite.
No.
Bite.
Go get back with your mom.
No.
Yes, go to get that with your mom. I'm about to get that belt and whoop your mom. I'm about to whoop your...
Mommy is in it.
Yeah, I'm about to spank your mom. Gone.
So funny.
Gone, bud. Stop. That's why you're not touching the phone. Now. Nope. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope. Now you're not getting it for sure.
Little panda. Little
Mm-mm.
panda goose.